Greetings and welcome back to Stellaris, my Commonwealth of Man playthrough. Last episode was running a little long, so I cut it in half, so we will resume with the final 2.5 years of what should have been one episode. I have begun a multi-pronged attack now that we have bombarded down Spring Rain. It's just got 2 garrison left, and I'm leaving 1 behind to continue bombarding with selective bombardment. But Centaur is headed to the Rapric system to flip it again and hopefully intercept their transport fleets and take away a gateway. Where Hippogriff is leaping to Talon to hopefully cut down on their reinforcements, flip this system, and once I get this gateway, I should have a large transport fleet. It is currently en route. It's going to take it a bit. Actually, I can go ahead and have it jump to be ready. Well, 2 months. I might be there in 2 months at the gateway. I could save my jump. But they will come into Talon to seize this planet so I can downgrade their shipyard and strip their planet of population and leave them with the worthless ones that I don't want. The other one, of course, is the Zarkland's Pilgrims is going to be striking out over here. And Scylla is waiting on its jump drive. Once its jump drive is active, it is also going to leap down in this area and start trying to disrupt their star bases. If I can cut down on their anchorages, it will cut down on their fleet capacity. They have a large force still in Wahini Sui. But if we can start flipping this area again, it will cut down their ability to shift troops over this way. I'd like to get rid of most of the gateways in this area and just start pushing in. Or actually, I think Scylla may head down this way and start stripping out the Fel Null. Because if I can get Zultar's Maw, I believe this is one of the ones that has stealth detection. And that would enable me to bring a research vessel back in to start collecting this debris to up my alloys more. Let's see, let's select a stealth ship. Yeah, this entire area has good visibility. So it's possible it could be that one. Well, no, because it stops right here at Benami. 1, 2, 3. It could be one of the ones in this area. Yeah, it could be one of those. But it also sees, well, they do have another one down this way. Well, this one is the furthest it goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was it Borbo? No, Borbo can't have 6 modules, so it could not have exceptional grade 1. It's got to be Zultar's Maw. So yeah, I may have Scylla come in here and take Zultar's Maw away from them to cut down on their stealth detection. Because let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That won't get all of the stealth detection up this way. Of course, it could be going through the gates. Yeah, if it went 1, 2, 3 to this gateway, from any other gateway it could reach 3. Here's a gateway, 1, 2, 3. Now that's 4. But if we can start obliterating some of their stations back in this area and taking control of the gateways, it would cause disruption among their forces as well, and they'll have to turn around and come back. I have 550k here. If they are foolish enough to bring this 200 something k in, I'm hoping to do a devastating blow to their fleet there and then be able to quickly get these guys over to Euchromia to deal with. Actually, they pulled back a little bit. There's only like 100k there and 100k there. I might be able to handle them with a different fleet. This is the side where they are bringing significantly more forces. But as I jump around and create havoc, they are going to be changing their orders constantly. They've only got like a 100k fleet over here right now. And of course the Rishethians haven't really participated in the fight. They don't have any gateways to get over easily.
Fleet action underway.
Alright, it's been 3 days. Has Gorgon got close enough to their reinforcements? The easiest way to tell is if it goes red. Let's get rid of this one. If it goes red when I pick it up, they're out of range, I think. Or it's the fleet you picked up. If this had a red border around it, I wouldn't be able to transfer. There, we got another Gorgon reinforcement taken care of. Strike Force Sphinx is dealing with their transports that have launched. Alright, Scylla needs 32 days. It should be in position, so in about a month. There was something I was waiting on that was going to take 9 days. I think it was that merger.
Fleet action underway.
Pegasus reinforcements have been fully upgraded at Ishanor. They can head to meet up with Pegasus. Got it right on the first try. Okay, this is the fleet action in progress. Dragon has engaged the Bagwas. There's also the Nautilus squadron in here. I think they're probably also participating in the fight. No, it's just the Bagwas that have been engaged.
Construction complete.
Brienne and Stellar Nation ended their association status with the Pan-Galactic Pact. And Destiny Station has finished upgrading. So now I should be able to add more. Well, the first building I should do is the stratospheric ionization elements to boost the existing generators. This will further help with my energy credit issues. Once I get my energy credits back up, I should be able to start terraforming some of the other worlds I've captured. They're already doing damage to us.
Engaging enemy station.
Out of range of us. That is not good. I've taken on the orbital ring with Strike Force Centaur. And Strike Force Hippogriff is taking on the Citadel here. It looks like their reinforcements got out before I got in. Alright, they are moving in here. We still only have about 100k to their 250 or 300, but I do have other fleets en route. Gorgon, for one, is another 100k that is en route. It'll be there in 12 days. And I'm also moving the Doomsday there. It'll be there in about 30 days. As soon as Chimera is done with its upgrades and has its reinforcements. Actually, I think I can add these reinforcements now. No, it was highlighted red when I highlighted Chimera. These reinforcements are out of range. They say they have no orders. They just jumped. So we need them to get in range of Chimera. That'll take about a month. Those should be the final Chimera reinforcements. Zarklin's Pilgrims has begun engaging this station. I thought I had jumped to Marust first. Apparently I jumped to Parsac. Well, after we get Parsac, we need to head back to Marust and flip it before we start going down this way. now that they have that, head to Marust. Only took shield damage. A Foxarian collective was given association status by the Pan-Galactic Pact. We have sent a science ship out of Ramston. They've got a lot of battleships. Now this one's heavy on the corvettes, but it also has a lot of battleships. They're about to flip Porava, but they've taken a little bit of damage. They did flip Zolomon. Did they just turn around? Strike Corps turned around from here. So they pulled back from this offensive, which means Gorgon can change plans. And Gorgon can head over to Euchromia. I think the Doomsday will still go to Marik. That'll put it near a gateway for sending out reinforcements and also bolstering the 100k I have there to help dissuade attacks. Now looking at the numbers here, they started doing damage before we did. They were in range before we were. They've done 92k to our shields, 24k to our armor, and 16k to our hull. So that's about, let's say, 140k. I have done that, more than that, to their armor already. I mean, I have done significantly more damage to them than they have done to us. So overall, I would say I'm doing good in this fight, even if I do lose a lot of ships. These Pegasus reinforcements have repaired, so we will tell them to follow Pegasus. And I think Pegasus is this one. Yeah, because it only has one Titan, whereas Chimera and Dragon each have two. Well, actually, Chimera, that's not Chimera, that's Medusa. Medusa and Dragon each have two. Chimera has three. Now I gotta pause for a minute here and go through some colonies that were done purging population. It's doing some weird things with my declining. I had Oxenlitter as the species that was declining here. Now if I add up the number of Oxenlitter I have, I still have 32 Oxenlitter even though it says it has declined one. It hasn't actually declined one, it's just pulled 25 out of being employed, which is annoying. I'm not sure if I switch it now, if it will abandon the Oxenlitter, and I think a lot of the others that I swapped around, they didn't actually end up declining the species that were supposed to be declined. So I'm going to let it advance a day. This says it has a Wasiki on here, and I think I only had the one.
Fleet action underway.
And let's check the Oxenlitter. There are still 25 unemployed. But now the 25 plus 6 would be 31. So it has finally declined the Oxenlitter, me having kept it on Oxenlitter. So I actually have to go like a day past when it would decline to be able to swap it. But it yanking all these Oxenlitter out is annoying because work the damn technician jobs. That is going to impact my economy. So I have to go back through here and see if there are any others. Like right here, I've got 3 unemployed Farine and 3 entertainer jobs they could be working, because I was originally declining a Farine. And I do not know why Unity has an unemployed Furbanite with an enforcer job available. I was not declining Furbanites. I was declining the Wasegi, which did not end up declining because I switched the decline. So I'm going to have to go a month past when they're actually supposed to decline to swap them over. Now, oh, we took out a battleship. Good job. Oh yeah, their amounts have dropped drastically. That one's now 9.6, that one's 4 point... Yeah, one of these was close to 100, and they are being decimated in here. My counts seem to be holding fairly strong, though Medusa and Dragon have suffered losses. Scylla still needs... Oh, Scylla has engaged the transport ships that popped up here. This is now fighting against the orbital ring and the outpost. I'm still working on the Citadel with Hippogriff.
Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured.
Alright, that one was moving to the Dawkins system so that I could go to Barbin. I'm just going to jump from here to Barbin. Soil of Hope is now ours. I'm trying to select the fleet. There's just pollen cloud left here. They've got up to about 300 armies. That's fine. I've still got 1.3k. And Ichilla... Oh, yeah. With no losses, apparently. Actually, they didn't even get into Hull on Werewolf. Werewolf has done these casualties, which caused the 11th Nautilus Squadron and the Bagua Squadron to withdraw. There is now just... What's the name of this fleet? The Crimson Banner fleet is still in here. So yeah, we took out 4 battleships, 1 cruiser, 16 corvettes, and 8 destroyers with Werewolf. And that's not counting any casualties the other fleets, since they are still in combat, would have done. And it looks like Werewolf has gotten back into combat. No, there's Werewolf. Werewolf is about to get back into combat, but we will send Werewolf to Euchromia, so that once it finishes this, it can go straight to Euchromia. Actually, I may have it jump to Euchromia. They are headed to the Vanico system. These fleets appear to be working on Hesperos, which is still being invaded, and it looks like we're holding fairly strong. They do have more troops in orbit, so they will end up taking this world. But while they are distracted, my other forces will push in here and then push into Hermia to hit them. That's about 300k in fleets, under 300k. Medusa and Dragon alone would be equivalent to that, but we are going to send Pegasus along with them. Exocore, I think, is pushing into Talon. Hippogriff is equivalent to them, but Hippogriff is going to sustain damage. However, once this gateway is open, I can bring further reinforcements through. Scylla is in combat, unfortunately, so they can't jump here just yet. But they will as soon as they are able. In the Ichilla system, yeah, they did further damage to them. Basically, I think 11th Nautilus lost all their battleships. Because Werewolf got credit for 4, and Medusa and Dragon got credit, and Pegasus got credit for 6. Alright, so everyone but Werewolf is going to push into the Cowig system. And then on into Hermia. Actually, I can probably say go straight to Hermia, and we will hit that starbase on the way. We have 2 debris in here. Let's have the Wayfarer scavenge projects in this system. It would take 3 months for them to get over there. After they're done scavenging projects, They will return here to assist research on Nagrama. The Giga Cannon did the most to armor, even though it was 75% efficient. They have a lot of low efficiency against armor. I think overall we did fairly well in this with our new setup, bringing our shields back, even though they have weapons that are very efficient against shields. This is stopping them from just stripping our armor completely with the plasma weapons and lasers. We shot down 166 strike craft, but only 4 missiles. Did any missiles get through? No, neither did any strike craft. They shot down 134 strike craft and 17 missiles. I'm still seeing Marauder and Whirlwind missiles, as well as ancient driller drones. The armor on most of our targets appears to have been stripped before the Marauder missiles. No, there are, yeah, I see the Marauder and the Whirlwind missiles worked on armor as well. We're not that efficient against shields with these particular loadouts, but they don't have as much shield as they do armor, I believe.
Battle debris secured.
We've established sleeper cells in Glossworhenian. We could destroy our economist. Let's have a quick look. Now that would be our only subterfuge. Now this is a case where actually doing gather information would be useful, because it does give you a boost to your current intel level. While it takes a while to build up infiltration level, it'd take me at least a year to get to 98. So I could run a gather information with that economist. Only it cost me 20 influence to do. And that should boost the intel level back up to 100, so that I am getting the orders of their fleets. And it only has one stage that only takes about a month to complete, and I already have a 20% chance of success. So it should only take a few months to get my intel back up. Got 92 alloys in the Aton system, and we're done with the Aton system. Alright, there are 3 in Namron. We're only doing 2 of them, so let's change our orders to scavenge that, and then scavenge this. We flipped the Rapric system. And we're working on the orbital ring, then we can push into Assistant Talon. We now have this, I didn't mean to click on that, we now have this gateway, so I could send my troops in to quickly flip that planet. Where are they? Yeah, they're just 22 days out anyway. This should be flipped by the time they get here. Although if Talon flips first, I think going to Talon might be a better idea. So that I can downgrade this damn citadel they have. Yes, it did. Alright, we will send our troops into Talon instead. They've only got 184 garrison, so we should be able to stomp that pretty quickly. Hippogriff will enter orbit here to hold the station. As soon as you finish the orbital ring, you will assist. Scylla is out of combat. Scylla can likewise jump to Talon to assist here. Because I need to hold Talon until I flip the system and can screw up their station. Yeah, they had 4 shipyards and an anchorage. And if we look at the planet is still stripped from when I stripped it before, but we'll be able to undo what they've added back to it. And they have moved a lot of population over here that we will be able to take away from them. They've got a lot of unemployed pops here. Yeah, they are pulling back from here. Gorgon is about 2 months out from Euchromia. I'm not sure where the 7th extraorbital is going, or 2nd extraorbital. They haven't really started amassing over here any more than they already had. Hippogriff suffered no losses flipping the station and Citadel, but they did take damage.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Which of our spaceports? We've got 5 debris in there and 2 in there, so I'm not sure if either one of those were it. They haven't made it into my area to disrupt things. Oh, we have a couple more colonies we can add when we get our funds back up by terraforming those. How are they doing on flipping this system? It's still about 1K. And they have very few armies in here, so they're going to be distracted for a while, bombarding.
Engaging enemy station.
We sold a Farine slave. That is helpful, getting that chunk. Let me see if there are any planets that need terraforming. Yergwudal, that's a continental. I have an Alpine in Round Nut. Tropical. Tundra. Arctic. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of cold worlds that are going to need terraforming. What would it cost to terraform this one? 10,000 to transform it into a continental. Same for that one. And that one. So all of those are going to be expensive. I'll just go to the first one I have, this arid world, and transform it into a continental. I'll keep the rest banked for now. Wait a minute. I had a science vessel over here to scavenge these projects. Why did I pull you off of assisting research? I'm blind.
Ground forces are dropping on target.
Pollen cloud. They actually built some xenomorphs. They finally landed the rest of their armies, so they are going to flip Hesperos. Now that it's been another month, let me check my colonies again and see if counts have changed. Yeah, see, I switched this one. This one was downgrading Wasigi, and I switched it, and it did not end up downgrading the Wasigi. But now my Farine are back to working. I mean, my Furbanites. Or they have shifted off world. This one was set on Chirk Variatus. I still have one Chirk Variatus, so I'm not going to adjust that. There are 3 Wasigi here. Now this one was set on... This one has truly cleared out what it was downgrading. It's gone. Because it says it's locked, but none of these have a check mark next to it, so it did get rid of that species. So I think what I'll do is I'll start just letting it run until every 3 months, and then coming back then, because it only takes 20 months, so that gives it a month cushion before I adjust it. We sold another Farine. Now I can begin another terraforming. I can actually do one of the expensive ones here. Let's see, that's a 14. That's a 30. Oh, we're doing that one. Citizens Alliance of Ork and Fung has begun constructing a sensor array. Zarkling's Pilgrims flipped to Marus Station. So now we will send them to Oreb. They have a little over 4 months before they can jump again. That one's following Jiragi Squadron, which is not this direction. Horizon has unknown orders. But that's a small fleet, so it's going to be merging with someone. Now, where is Jiragi? I think Jiragi was up here. No. Well, they pulled back from Po Rava. So I can have Gorgon head to Vanico to intercept the 4th extraorbital core. I'm not sure where Jiragi is. Unemployment and poverty are spreading at an alarming rate on Asher. The sorry state of affairs is being exploited by local crime organizations who find themselves awash with both easy marks and desperate recruits. As a temporary solution, we could increase unemployment benefits on the planet. It will not be cheap. Why is Asher suffering unemployment? Because the Praku are not working. Because they were being declined. I do not understand why it does that. We could also do nothing, but this would likely resort to the formation of significant criminal underworld. Let's check Asher again and see what it's... that would add 15 to the crime. Which would make it 131, and I suppress 134. Well, this improves unemployed pops consumer goods upkeep. I don't have any unemployed pops anymore. Institute the increased benefits. Nobody's unemployed there. Captain Henry Gauthier, the commanding officer of the Key Sniper, served with distinction during the recent engagement that took place in the Raprick system. The Admiralty on Unity recognized the qualities of a promising flag officer and has decided to promote the captain to the rank of full admiral. That was one of my rented fleets. Strike Force Centaur lost 9 ships flipping this system. They're already on their way to Talon. So now I have a new leader for when one of my others dies. Oh, he has engineer and aggressive. That is nice. But does not have erudite. We've almost gotten Pollen Cloud. And Hesperos has almost fallen. They're moving forward to pursue that. We're going to intercept this 100k fleet before it joins up with that fleet. And it looks like Nautilus is also headed this way. They're a very small fleet, just a couple of frigates. I assume the rest of these are going to head that way.
Fleet action underway.
Pegasus is engaged. And Medusa has joined them.
Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured.
Pollen Cloud is now ours, so this starbase is now ours. We're going to downgrade it. And send our troops to take the Miravandia Coalition's last planet. And since we're just 2 days out from my maintenance cycle, I'll wait till then to deal with Pollen Cloud. And one of the first things I'm going to need to do is rename it, because I believe I already have a Pollen Cloud. Yeah. The one up in Ishnor is Pollen Cloud, so this one needs a different name. Got a lot of more reinforcements I had to queue up, and I noticed I had room for 2 more Titans. So I've decided to start work on a third fleet. It will be Task Force Cerebus. And I am working on 2 Titans that will be 2 of the 3 heads of Cerebus. Oh, look at those numbers dwindling fast in their squadron. My numbers are staying fairly steady. We got another drain on resources for our Operation Gather Information in Glossbrahenians, issue reprimands. We can't have people stealing resources.
Ships refitted.
They cut ties, -5 to our infiltration level, and a reduction in our infiltration speed. Regretfully reports a breakdown in our spy network. When a group of thieves amongst our operatives was called to account, their response was to flee, scattering to parts of the Glossbrahenian space that even we struggle to monitor. Cliff Leonard is no longer able to track them down, at least not without drawing undue attention. We've just about obliterated them. One of their fleets has already fled. Now, what are you guys doing? Are you guys coming into the meat grinder? Yes, you are. Alright, that's 120k. That'd be 300k, 400k, 500, almost 600k to my 400k. If we can catch some of the fleets quickly as they gate in and decimate them, we might be able to hold out here. He was going back to the hyper relay. Hopefully he's not already in transit and won't immediately pop up here. I had Werewolf coming to deal with Po Rava and flip Po Rava and Solomon back. Aiton Station has completed another shipyard. Gorgon's reinforcements have been fully upgraded. I have more reinforcements for Gorgon being built, so I'm going to leave this fleet here for now to pick up those reinforcements. Kappa Privateers will be back in a couple of months. I don't really have any fleets I can move to assist these. I'm just hoping to do significantly more damage to them than they do to us. Oh, we obliterated that fleet. Pagram Squadron suffered heavy losses. We lost a corvette in 2 fleets. Yes, I think going back to the shield design has been exceptional for us. Our shields are holding up fairly well and keeping them from immediately stripping our armor and blowing us up. Yeah, we completely destroyed 1 fleet. Talon, we didn't do as much to the exocore as I'd hoped, but we did make them withdraw. And that's going to set them back in retaking these systems. Well, there is a gateway right here. Let's have everybody move back to the starbase for repairs. Except for Scylla. Scylla, it's only 600k right now because of the debuff to its damage. Yeah, I think Scylla will also go here for repairs before we head him back someplace else. Or I may have Scylla push forward here, flipping systems, just to create havoc. There's Jiragi Squadron. It's following Horizon Core. And I have no idea where Horizon Core has disappeared to. There. I think they're getting ready to push in through Focal, or they might just be jumping around through the gateway to another system. Hierarchy of Moffith is in a migration treaty with the Rakuten Imperium. Alright, I cannot repair at this system. Oh, did they change their mind on coming in? They're on their way this way. That's a smaller fleet. Let's intercept this fleet with ours. And make sure we flip this system. After we get that debris, we will return to Cowig for the debris here. I was planning on ending the war when I flipped the Miravandian coalition, but if I seem to be getting successful, I would like to continue the war until I return all Latrepian domain lands. I don't want them to have a foothold over here, the Glosterhenians. We're up to the point now where we could settle status quo. We've got them to full war exhaustion. And our relative navy strength has dropped as well. But I want to keep pushing to do as much damage to the Glosterhenians as possible and recover as much of these territory as I can. Now that we are just about done over here, all of these fleets can pull back here to assist in retaking Imileto and Hermia. And once I get Imileto and Hermia returned, depending on where they keep popping up and I have to keep redirecting to smash their fleets, will decide whether or not I just call the war or not. The Latrepians have moved over here with several fleets. I believe they're going to be bombarding the planet. Yeah. It doesn't have much in the way of armies. I'll just come back and flip it to free up those armies after we take Talon. With a significant reduction of crime on Ada Virish, the planet's once pervasive criminal underworld has been reduced to nothingness. The population has been imbued with a renewed sense of safety and harmony. Yeah, without running anti-crime campaign, we were able to get it down just by getting enough enforcers here to cut down on the crime. Where are you bastards going? Let's have a look and see if they're hovering around the gateway or moving somewhere. Looks like they're headed to the hyper relay, which means they are going somewhere from here. They are probably going to push to the focal system because the Latrepians have a quantum catapult there. Gorgon is about to get to Vanico from this direction. And once Gorgon is here with the others, that's another 100k. That would give me over 500k. I should be able to assault them here and break up a significant portion of their fleets. They should have lost, now that they flipped the system, when the month clicks over, they should lose the bulwark modifiers now that they fully control this system.
All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
This won't exactly be quick, but it should be decisive.
Engaging enemy station.
That would be the Ozarkland's Pilgrims.
Ground forces are dropping on target.
We have taken Spring Rain. That should be the end to the Miravandian coalition. Now I can have this fleet jump to Raprix to take that system. Spring Rain has low stability. We're going to need some humans over here. We lost a building. Let's just go ahead and demolish it. I won't get that building slot back. We need at least 3 humans over here. We have a human superior. Apparently one of our modified versions, yes. There's nobody over here to work the enforcer job. Wait, these Kithen are battle thralls. Oh, there are soldiers here. Yeah, okay, so let's drop one soldier so that we have an enforcer. I said drop some... Alright, drop some soldiers so we have an enforcer. There we go. We can have all the soldiers back now. So we just need 3 humans transferred over here to Spring Rain. I'll see where I can spare them. I pretty much stripped all the culture workers off of most of my starting planets. I can spare 1 from Doran. Actually, I can spare 3 from Doran for Spring Rain. We'll just pull them all from Doran. And again, I really hate how difficult it is when you have a lot of colonies to scroll through these lists. Spring Rain is now stabilized. It has 100% devastation. That's going to take a while to recover from. We're going to replace this hydroponics farm with a hollow theater. Actually, no, we'll replace this stronghold with a hollow theater. We'll replace the hydroponics farm with a clone vat to get this place up to the populations I want. And that should be the end to fighting over here. Let's queue up scavenging those projects. Strike Force Minotaur is healthy, but does not have jump capability. So they are pretty much trapped in this area. We're going to keep them here for now. How did you get over here? Strike Force Sphinx can jump, but they need to repair first. Actually, we're going to end up downgrading this station. I think. It's already got Titan assembly yards. Okay, maybe we hang on to this station. We'll end up downgrading a different one. Yeah, let's pull in here for repairs before we leap them out of this area. I did queue up a reinforcement over here at the save system for Medusa's reinforcements, so they should all be turning out over this way. 4th Extraorbital Corps has made it into the Cowig system, so they did get out of the Vanico system in time. It looks like we passed each other. Damn it. And those Pegasus reinforcements need to avoid them. So I'm going to tell you to go there first. And I'm going to tell you to go back there first. So both of these should pull out of this system while they're here. Are any of these not in combat? Strike Force Medusa will turn around and head back. That outpost should flip fairly quickly. So I'll just give them all the orders to head back. And I will give Gorgon orders to intercept them. No, 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 no. You are supposed to be going to the Ichilla system. Why have you not turned around? Forget following. Go to the Ichilla system. You. Forget following. Go to the Ichilla system. Medusa is about to come through, it appears. So Medusa will catch them. We flip that outpost. We're turning around to come back. We'll flip Porava. So I'll have Werewolf flip Zolomon before they return.
Fleet action underway. Inbound message traffic.
I've done another round of upgrades here of the defense platforms. You want peace now? Do you? No.
Ships refitted.
Pegasus reinforcements have been refitted here at the Wolia station. We will have them follow Pegasus. And now that this battle is pretty much engaged and soon to be over, I will take my other Pegasus reinforcements and tell them to follow Pegasus. Sovereign Jazzajan Assembly entered a commercial pact with the Miravandian Enterprises. Spring Rain has low stability again because of the low amenities and housing. It's going to take the devastation clearing up to fix that. This is clipping along a little faster than I expected. We should have this flipped within the next month or two. Having led Strike Force Medusa to victory in the Cowig system, Admiral Yuan Wan has grown increasingly confident and now refuses to even contemplate the very notion of retreating in the future. Unyielding, not my favorite one when I'm trying to save ships. They have about 3.5K inbound. I have 4.5K here. And Gorgon is inbound. In about a month, Gorgon will pop up over here, close to where they're coming in, and Gorgon is another 100K. So I think we may end up smashing a significant amount of their fleets here, which will make it a lot easier for me to push back over here. They still do have a large number here that are on the way through the hyper relay, most likely to Hermia to continue to push on here. So Werewolf is going to need to head back over this way soon. It's going to be slow going for Werewolf to get over here. And these are not Strike Force Medusa. This is Pegasus, more Pegasus reinforcements. And this is Dragon reinforcements. Chimera is up to full strength. They just have one Titan that is still upgrading. It should be done, well, apparently in 6 months. So Chimera is going to be out of the battle for pretty much the extent of the battle, I think, at this point. I don't think the battle will be lasting too awfully much longer. I just would like to get Emileto and Hermia back at least. Etrvip and Yondis and Evarum, not a priority for me. But returning Hermia and Emileto, the two places with citadels, back for the defensive. And also this one had the Interstellar Forum for my allies. But getting those two back, yeah, I might be able to flip those 3 before the war ends. And yes, they are trying to push into Focal, where the quantum catapult is. There is a gateway here, I believe. No, just the hyper relay. Well, that's going to make it hard to defend. There's a gateway there. Now they are bringing about 250K. I'm going to need all my forces here at Cowig to defend against what they're sending forward and smash their fleets once and for all. I may end up having to retake Focal. Now there is a gateway here. I could pull out of here when these are repaired and send them to Andak to push into Focal. I mean, it's not even 200k worth of fleets, but their strength will increase in about 2 months. At least Hippogriff and Centaur.
Battle debris secured.
Why are you guys not participating in the battle? Get over there.
Engaging enemy station.
Where am I engaging the enemy station? That would be Werewolf. Yes. We got 10 alloys in the Namron system. That's not a whole bunch. That was just like a transport ship that got blown up. These Hippogriff reinforcements are fully repaired and upgraded, so they can head to where Hippogriff is. Pegasus reinforcements were destroyed by the fleets that came in. I'll just have to recreate them later. For now, that fleet is gone. It was 4 Colts and 1 battleship. I can already retrofit a battleship for it. But we'll worry after this battle is over what all I need to reinforce. I've got a lot of reinforcements incoming already. Or I might do it in January. Go through. Gorgon is 20 days out.
Ships refitted. Battle debris secured.
More Pegasus reinforcements are ready to join Pegasus. In Ichilla, we got 1,200 alloys. And they flipped the system back, which is unfortunate. They've got about 4.5k here. I'm down to 2.5k. And I have 20 days before another K comes in. So that I'll put about 3.5. A lot of them are worse off for the wear than I am.
Ships refitted.
It's taking a while to pause. Yeah, they've gotten the extra forces in. Gorgon's already involved in the war. This may be a little bit disastrous for me again. Alright, Werewolf took this outpost. Werewolf is another 80k that could head this way. But I think I'm going to send Werewolf to Focal. Because it's going to take Werewolf a while to get anywhere. Wait a minute. Where are you headed? Well, if they're going to make the push over here, they're going to lose a lot of their own territory. Talon is now mine. They had just started rebuilding it too. I decided to convert Talon 3 into a Thrall world. I had to demolish the few buildings and districts they had, but with the size 18, it should be able to get all of its districts here. Once I do a Mastery of Nature, I should be able to get all the resource gathering districts. So that gives me a place where I can churn out slaves a little faster. I will probably also convert Jenna to 1 when I get control of it. And I would like to push on to get control of Jenna before I end the war. I could end the war now and probably save some of my fleets, but I'm going to continue. I've got 1 year before they can force me to end. An important crime boss on Era Obus was recently caught in an enforcer sting operation. The loss of their leader has severely curtailed the activities of one of the planet's major criminal organizations, leading to a marked decrease in crime. That's going to help get rid of the crime here. I was holding off on transferring any more slaves over here to work these jobs until I got the crime down a little more. Let's see, right now we're reducing it by 100 and there's only about 70. So it should drop to 0 and we can keep going until the criminal underworld is gone before I start adding more. And that's with only 2 enforcers. Oh, I forgot, since I reloaded the game, all of these will have popped back up.
Ships refitted.
Medusa's reinforcements have been refitted here at Marik, and that is the last of Medusa's reinforcements that we're churning out here. I'm going to hold off on moving them since Medusa is involved in the battle over here until I see what happens with Medusa. Pegasus reinforcements withdrew. They will be back in 3 months. It says they took out a cruiser before they fled. See, overall they took 800 something damage and dished out 1,000 to shields alone, and then another 400 to armor and hull. So yeah, they did a pretty good showing. They blew up 2 missiles that apparently weren't headed toward them or didn't get through. So for one destroyer, I think he did a good job. Medusa has withdrawn, suffered fairly heavy losses, but did a significant amount of damage to the 4th extraorbital core. Let's see, they suffered 100,000, 172, about 250,000 damage. And they dished out a lot more. They dished out 200,000 there, plus another 70s. Well, not that much more. They dished out a little bit more, which will help the others destroy more ships.
Engaging enemy station.
That would be Zarklin's Pilgrims. Another one of my fleets has fled. Dragon suffered pretty heavy casualties, but inflicted a lot more. Yeah, Dragon did a good showing there. They absorbed about 300,000 points of damage. Didn't quite dish out as much as they absorbed. That pretty much leaves Pegasus and Gorgon here, both of which are severely damaged. Gorgon, I think, is the one that withdrew there. It lost 2 more ships in the emergency FTL. Not the best showing for Gorgon. They absorbed about 200,000 damage, only dished out about 30. But they did destroy a lot of point defense targets. I should probably just go ahead and have Pegasus withdraw. They're down to 17k versus all of that. Yeah, good. Pegasus only lost a small amount. Doesn't look like they lost more in the... Oh, I didn't mean to right-click that. I was still looking at what they inflicted. Alright, so you need to return to safe station. Any of my Pegasus reinforcements need to return to safe station. Looks like I've got them all. Oh, looks like they're bringing more through here to try and retake these outposts again. I am in the process of landing armies on Jenna. It should flip fairly quickly, and then I will request an end to this war.
All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
The Pilgrims flipped another system over here. Let's go for Serpus. As soon as Jenna falls, we can pursue a peace agreement. That will leave it with me having lost no territory, because I will have Raprix back. Having gained a slew of territory in the Glosterwahenian space, including Talon, one of their big bases. And the Latrepians having lost a chunk here, which is actually, I'd been thinking about it, a good thing, because I can renegotiate with the Latrepians to where they don't join my offensive wars. And next time I go into an offensive war, I can get these systems back because they won't be my combat ally and their claims won't matter. Which would give me access to the Interstellar Assembly and these systems here. Hierarchy of Moffith is in a research agreement with the Allied Maltics. Scylla is now repaired. Scylla is missing what? One electric eel. Actually, cancel that. Instead of building my electric eel right now, since Scylla is fully repaired, their jump drives are not ready yet. I was thinking of pushing on to try and take more systems before the war ends. These have too many garrison to flip at this moment. But Scylla can still push through there to get to Sitter after flipping that starbase. Well, there's also 2 orbital rings. But if I can get Sitter away from them, that also has a planet I can colonize. Oh, better idea. There's a gateway here. Scylla is going to punch through the gateway and flip Zoltar's Maw. They moved away from flipping this one. I was going to attempt to invade with the army I had there, but it looks like they're abandoning the bombardment here. I can't flip that system either. So I guess Scylla actually needs to bombard Wegri, because I can't go through as long as it still has the FTL inhibitor. That's 250k in fleets. Maybe Scylla would do better coming that way, I don't know. Now Scylla's only a 64k fleet.
Battle debris secured.
Got another 500 alloys from Zoloman. Oh, the Latrepians have engaged the group over here by popping through the gateway. They're pushing on into Vanico and Ichila. Centaur is fully repaired. It's another 40k in fleets. See, Centaur may have its jump drive and may possibly be able to jump to Zoltar's Maw to flip it, giving me access to a L-gate. Ah, they're coming back to retake Jezamai. Well, after I get Serpis, I'll push on to Banami and just keep pushing this way.
Ground objective secured.
Or I could call an end to the war now. Which I think I shall do. So now that we have Raprix, it'd be nice to turn Jenna into a resort world. I think I will turn this into another Thrall world. So we'll have to get rid of the chemical plants, the synthetic crystal plant they added in, and the gene clinics, and all 3 city districts. Because you cannot have any districts or buildings on the planet to be able to create a Thrall world. Now I have 2 unemployed humans, which I will have to shift to some other location most likely, especially since we currently have housing issues. We have a Furbanite there. I want the Furbanite as an overseer, damn it. Let's close everything else out. I'm still not getting the Furbanite as an overseer, because the Farine, they don't provide anything the Farine is boosting, honestly. They reduce crime, they get happiness bonuses, and they add defensive armies. So you would think the Furbanite would be prioritized for this because they boost the defensive armies. But no, it's putting the Farine in here. And their abilities aren't affecting any of this. I've got quite a few Furbanites on here. Well, let's start declining the Farine that are here. Because I want the Furbanite to be the overseers. We also have some human superior here on Jenna. And the first thing I want to do on Jenna is get a clone vat going, so that I have additional means of creating population to sort it out. We'll worry about the housing after we get the clone vat up. And let's create a sector here for Jenna and assign one of my unemployed governors. I know I still have one, don't I? I guess I was mistaken. We're going to need a new governor. There's another retired fleet officer that would be good in one of my other areas. Yeah, let's recruit the retired fleet officer for Round Nut. Since we have 2 Thrall worlds in this sector, having one that has the slave resource output will be more effective. Let's see how long it takes them to accept. Strike Force Sphinx is fully repaired. I think I will go ahead and downgrade Lathoros Station. I'll leave Sphinx there for now. Citizens Confederation of Gavazul is in a migration treaty with the Gudgan Commonwealth, and we have a new proposal. Change council size to 4. No. I've lost a lot of diplomatic weight because of the casualties to my fleets, but they shall be back. The circumstances dictate that we put an end to this war. The Commonwealth of Man has better things to do than pursue this conflict indefinitely. We will accept this for now. So we lost Heroscant. Alright, let's see if we can send them all home. Those 2 will return to Caspadine. Yeah, we can use their gateways during the peace treaty. So I should be able to get to some of this debris back here. Zarklin's pilgrims can return home. Okay, Zarklin's pilgrims need to go a different route to get home, apparently. Let's send them to Raprix. Says that they're jumping to Raprix. That's fine. We're not in war anymore. So they did take the focal system back away, so that's another megastructure I can get my hands on. And most of my fleets will return to their base. Yeah, Bastion Devils have finally returned. We'll send them to Ishnor to repair. Strike Force Hippogriff will continue its upgrades where it is. Same for Chimera. And that looks like everybody. Now we should have the Kelnudarans integrated in one more month. Kelnudaran has been integrated into our kingdom. We've reconnected to Bash Holdings. Now that we have completed the integration of them, we are going to begin the integration of the Molyneux mining industries. That will take 5 years. And since we picked up Iphalon Prime, let's rename this as Kelnudar, after the species we took it from. Now, we had some unemployed humans that could shift over here as politicians from Jenna. Jenna has 3 human superiors, but only 2 clerk jobs. We've got crime over here, so we're going to need some enforcers. I'm going to close out all these jobs to see if there are any non-servants. There are not that I can push up. There were some Furbanites on our Thrall world. Jenna. There we go. That should get crime under control over here. And I will worry about the rest of the management when I come to next month. I do want to see if I am declining species. Yeah, declining species on both worlds.
Science Division reports success.
Ancient macro batteries. These cannons of gargantuan size deliver relatively slow but devastating projectiles and can fire pretty much anything, from scrap metal to asteroid chunks. So these are improved Gauss cannons, basically. They don't have a minimum range. That's the advantage, I think. The mega shipyard, the devolving beam. The devolving beam destroys robots with some fine-tuning. Let's get maximized productivity to boost our resource output on most of our worlds. That'll take about 2 years. Now, if we go into the ship designer and check out this new Archeo weapon we got. Alright, the Gauss cannon, 32.8 average damage, max damage is 276, has a minimum range of 45, fire rate of 4.25, and 75% accuracy, 5% tracking. 50% accuracy on this, same fire rate, less damage, and about half the average damage. 50% to shields, minus 50 to armor. That's the same. So it has no minimum range, but it is less accurate and less damaging. However, I do 30% more with Archaeotech. So that would end up doing another 60 points, making it 240 max, which would make it fairly close to this with no minimum range, but a huge penalty to accuracy. These small versions, 75, 50, 46. These would be fairly close, but yeah, the huge accuracy tank is the problem. I mean, these might be more damaging than the level 4 version of the Gauss cannons, but the level 4 version of the Gauss cannon still had 75% accuracy. And that makes a huge difference unless you've just got accuracy off the charts with your ships. And most of this is buffing tracking, not accuracy. See, accuracy determines whether or not your shot hits, and it is reduced by evasion, and evasion is reduced by tracking. So this has a 75% chance to hit, and against a ship with any sort of evasion, it's lower. So it has a fairly good chance to miss for the most part. Now I do get, it looks like 15 tracking to all my weapons from this, and I believe I have an aura that is giving tracking to some of my ships with certain Titans. So that helps out mitigate evasion, but for the most part the big weapons don't do good against high evasion ships. However, big ships don't generally have high evasion. Yeah, the evasion on this is 9%. So that means it would reduce the accuracy by another 9, about close to 10%. I sold a Farine.
Battle debris secured.
Got another debris in the Namron system, gave us about 1,600 alloys. We have concluded the construction of the gateway in the Ramston system finally. So that this gateway is now up in the middle of this space. I'm still building a gateway site here. And I need a gateway over in this vicinity. Like maybe Ibluk.
Battle debris secured.
Oh! I forgot about the ships we picked up from them. Damn. I've got a science ship I've got to get rid of. We got 5,000 alloys from the debris in Ichilla, which we maintained Ichilla and Vanago by doing the peace deal. I've got 4 sets or 5 sets of debris in the Cowix system. I'm still over by 1 starbase. I suppose I could get rid of one of my anchorage starbases. They provide 36 naval capacity, which is then multiplied by all my bonuses. Let's see, is Seora one of the anchorages? Yeah, and I have it currently upgrading to a citadel. It's over in a corner by itself. Let's cancel that and downgrade this one. Yeah, we lost 40 points. Not bad. That will get us under our starbase capacity at least. I think I've gotten most of the reinforcements sorted. I still have some leftover ships that I haven't put into other groups yet. It'll take a while. I think within the next 3 months we should have all of our fleets back.
Ships refitted.
That was the final upgrade for the starbase fleets.
Battle debris secured.
Kappa privateers have been fully repaired. Got another 800 alloys in the Talon system. That was the final debris there, so now I am sending the Alacrity to Marquez to get these before they expire. They have about 2 years. And then I will move my way up to get these others.
Construction complete.
Alacrity was forced to decloak. I'm not worried about that. Hippogriff has been fully upgraded. Now, where are Hippogriff's reinforcements at? They are headed to Poligar. So we will have Hippogriff return home to pick up its reinforcements. Oh, and Aiton Starbase got another shipyard. One of my fleets has returned. I think it was one of the Pegasus reinforcements. That one. Return to safe station. Habenti Unified Worlds joined the Allied Independent Systems. Fel Null Cooperative subjugated them. That's how they got in. Citizens Confederation of Gavazul is in a research agreement with the Glosterhenians. Pegasus will be back by the end of the month. Star Realm of Shar built a gateway. Citizens Alliance of Orkamfung is in a research agreement with the Habenti Unified Worlds. We sold another Farine. And the United Nations of Earth is in a migration treaty with the Habenti Unified Worlds. Alright, Strike Force Pegasus has returned. Next one to return will be Gorgon and then Medusa. Citizens Confederation of Gavazul is in a research agreement with the Habenti Unified Worlds. So is the Kesum Confederacy. We sold another Farine.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Applied superconductivity. Minor improvements to transmission efficiency adds up to a sizable reduction in overall energy loss. Well, the cheapest one would actually be Sapient Combat Simulations. I really don't want to give computers intelligence and put them in charge of my ships in this playthrough. So we will go for the building cost reduction. Star Realm of Shar built another gateway. We are at war again, it appears. Pegasus reinforcements have been fully repaired. Gandler of Remnant has declared war on the Briannan Stellar Nation. At least we ended the other war in time. The Gandler of Human Buffer Zone creation. Oh, I don't have claims. Crap, I forgot to make more claims. Let's quickly throw some claims down here. That should cover enough for now. To allow us to seize a few more systems from them. Their fleet is up to what size? 131. I think I can handle that. So we are going to use the counterattack war goal. I do not want to use total war against them, plus it doesn't appear to be an option even though I've got a Colossus, because I don't want them taking my territory. Alright, so it appears we're going to have to mobilize some fleets. Alright, first off, let's see if we can compile some of these reinforcements. That one is still upgrading, and it appears Pegasus has not made it here yet. There's Pegasus. 11 days before they can start absorbing their reinforcements. I can use the rented fleets. 4th Battle Group is not a rented fleet. I had just moved most of my fleets over to Talon, I believe. These are all healthy fleets. Altogether, they are about 150k. I'm not sure where they're headed. I think we'll come in through Brigaffa. Actually, we'll just go straight to Delcor. Hippogriff has some reinforcements in tow. soon as those upgrade, I can fold them into Hippogriff. We're up to 2.3K on our monthly Unity. I had dropped Desperate Measures because we were not currently at war. If I enact it, we will be in a deficit again, so I'm going to hold off on enacting it. I'll send the Doomsday down there as well. And what the heck? The 4th battle group is just things awaiting to be reinforced. We'll send them down to Delcor. Chimera is almost ready to leave. Kappa Privateers is at full health. We will send them. We'll send them to the Siga system. Bastion Devils still need to repair. Scylla should be just about fully... Yeah, we're just missing one ship. We will send Scylla also to Siga. Tender Zun broke off the commercial pact with the Brienne and Stellar Nation. Gorgon has returned. Fel Null is in a migration treaty with the Habenti Unified Worlds.
Ships refitted.
Medusa has returned. Strike Force Chimera is fully refitted. Now, they're going to have to jump, I believe, to get out of the area they're in. So we will have them jump to Ridath. And in 14 days, we can transport them through the gateway to one of these systems. The Latrepians are already pushing forward for me, or getting ready to. Habenti Unified Worlds is in a migration treaty with the Citizens Confederation of Gavazul.
Ships refitted.
Medusa's reinforcement fleet is fully upgraded. Why are there Pegasus reinforcements here? Ah, okay. This is some of the fleets I broke off in Ithilien. I can't get them out of here until they get access to their jump drives. So Medusa's reinforcements can now jump and can't quite make it out of space that I have closed borders with. So we're stuck here until the gateway is built. I also picked up another mercenary enclave.
Construction complete.
Still 3 days before Chimera can be given more orders. That's about how long it's going to take for my final one to come back. Euchromia finished its construction queue. It was switching over from minerals to energy because there are more generator districts than mining districts here. Ferdera is one of the worlds I will probably end up turning into a thrall world, but in order to do that, I've got to remove all the buildings and all the districts. Due to its small size, it can just barely get all of these, so that would make it a decent thrall world. But that's something I will do when I get another world. I can start shifting population off this one. Your Woodall, I switched from, I believe it was on energy to food. Oh no, it was on minerals to food. And Namron switched from energy to food. They had it set up for energy, even though it has more food districts than anything else right now. Alright, Chimera is now able to come through. Citizens Alliance of Orkenfung is in a migration treaty with the Habenti Unified Worlds. And Dragon should be back, yes. wonder if Pegasus' reinforcements are... Yeah, they're there now.
Ships refitted.
Scylla's reinforcement is fully upgraded. It's way over here at Aphelion, though. Can't get to them. This is going to pass
Construction
by about
complete.
90,000. I don't think I can affect that. No, I can only bring about 23,000. Flaxington Station has built another habitation module.
Battle debris secured.
We got almost 4,000 alloys of the first debris in the Cowic system, 93 out of the Markaz system, and 650 out of the Garia system. There's still 4 more in the Garia system, and at least 4 more in the Cowic system, and I think only 1 more in Markaz. Alright, they are now moving to the Deathris system. So our fleets shall head to the Deathris system as soon as you get out of the way and I can click on something. Wait, why are you routing that way? Because you were already at the gateway? It works. Strike Force Gorgon is fully repaired. Strike Force Dragon is fully repaired. Their reinforcements are still in the process of upgrading, which they should begin in a couple of months. Dragon will just wait here. Pegasus is fully repaired. Still waiting on a few ships to upgrade there in its reinforcements. The Bastion Devil's fleet is fully repaired. And Medusa is fully repaired. They're still upgrading their reinforcements, so they'll remain there. Kessim Confederacy is in a migration treaty with the Fel Null. Prepare to get smashed.
Fleet action underway.
Werewolf appears to be the first to have engaged. Werewolf has more hull than them, but less combat strength. But Werewolf is designed to take out large ships. I just have to get close, but it's all torpedoes and bypassing shields. Now their escorts are considered destroyers, so they would take double damage from the torpedoes, and they're also fairly close range. I don't have any... the torpedoes could be shot down with flak. Their battle cruisers are considered battleships. They will take 8 times the damage. And they do have some Gauss cannons, and of course the Giga Cannon and strike craft. Now we are lacking in point defense, but the disruptors might be able to destroy strike craft. There's some strike craft. We'll see if they get shot. Yes, we are shooting at them with our disruptors. They've already done a ton of damage to us before we got in range to damage them. But we're going straight to Hull. And now our other fleets have joined in. And they fled. Looks like Werewolf did lose one cruiser. So Werewolf and Scylla took some damage, Centaur did not. Werewolf and Scylla will return to Siga for repairs. Centaur will wait here for my other fleets to arrive, and then we will push on to try and take out their home base. It has a pretty high combat strength. It'll have a lot of defense platforms. Yeah, Werewolf lost one cruiser. They did a lot more damage than we did, unfortunately. But most of our damage was straight to Hull, making them withdraw, and we did blow up 2 of their escorts. Interstellar Prokarian Coalition finished their science nexus.
Ships refitted.
Pegasus reinforcements have been fully refitted. Now these are the Pegasus reinforcements that are currently trapped in Aphelion.
Construction complete.
Through hard work and experience, Governor Lulama Mambi has gained resilient and extended lifespan. Okay. Caspadine Station, I swapped out the mercenary garrison for a crew quarters because I plan on keeping the mercenaries parked there. I had an idea to change out the weapon for our Colossus for this war. Now you don't get a fleet manager for Colossus or Juggernauts. So in order to change the design, you actually have to go in and change the design. But I was thinking of using the Neutron Sweep. Because they don't have any populations I would want to keep. And that's my big problem right now, is having to go through so many populations that I am slowly whittling away. But let's see how long it would take the Palpatine to refit. Now the first thing I need to do is go in here to the shipyard and get rid of anything that's queued up so I don't have to scroll down through the list and do a lot of clicking. Two days. Alright, and now we will queue up those 4 Gorgon's Breath again. And in 2 days the Palpatine will be upgraded and we can send it over this way. What I'm probably going to end up doing is spending a lot of influence, just going ahead and claiming everything, so that we can do away with the threat of the Gandler of Remnant once and for all. They've got 3 systems I need to cleanse, and I will need a constructor ready to claim these 2 when the war is over. I do not currently have a constructor down here. Where is 5? You are around Uragnut. Okay, you're over there. You can head back this way. I'll send you to Kintharum to be ready to move on through and start building outpost on these 2. Now right now I have not got a claim on these 2 systems, but I will. Let's see, how much do they cost? 56. And 56. So there's 100. And these last few systems, this one would be 45. Probably this one would be 45 as well. No, that's only 33. Although these systems seem worthless right now, I don't see anything in them. But they do have mining stations. I just don't have the information on them. That's what it is.
Ships refitted.
The Palpatine has been fully upgraded, so it is going to head this way. They have two worlds here. Bathe the core. An accelerated plume of neutron radiation paints the planet's surface, severely degrading most materials and directly destroying biological material. Now the core has 3K in armies. Boundary has 3K in armies. The core has 124 pops. Boundary has 66, both of which are pops that I have no interest in.
Construction complete.
Yankee Conservation Act is passed. Obishoth Starbase has finished its construction queue. That would be Mindos Station has finished upgrading. Mindos is my penal colony. I'm not sure what I want to do with this building slot. For now, let's do a climate optimization station. Alright, Chimera and Centaur are ready to push forward, I think. That would be 150k to their 150k. We need more. Zarklin's Pilgrims are almost here. Sphinx and 4th Battle Group, along with Kappa Privateers. Kappa Privateers was entering orbit the station. Kappa Privateers needs to join this. When all of these get in position, we will push forward.
Construction complete.
Deneb Unity Station has finished its upgrade. I currently have 14 administrative arcologies. I was going to build another with another habitation module, but the first thing I want is the orbital filing system to boost my bureaucrats. Well, it looks like they flipped this outpost for us. Let's go ahead and claim this one. And when we get enough, we will claim Volanus. The Bulwark Prefabs has timed out with United Latrepian domains. Now they are back positive on loyalty again. That reduces our upkeep and our build cost on defense platforms by 75%. See if they're interested in consumer goods before we give them more advanced materials. They are not. So rare crystals is the one we have the most abundance of. We'll just give them 500.
Ships refitted.
The Medusa reinforcements in the Marik system have done refitting. I had broke off another one. I realized I didn't have the full count for Medusa at this time. Or this destroyer was in Medusa and was actually wrong, I think. It was the wrong type. Same for these three destroyers. They were Wyvern class and they were supposed to be venomous blades. Now I can get rid of that reinforcement fleet.
Battle debris secured.
Allied Multics built an interstellar assembly. We got 84 alloys in the Markaz system. Alright, Sphinx and Kappa Privateers are still on their way to Stellaris.
Battle debris secured.
I think I will send Transport Fleet 124 back. I don't think I'm going to need it over here. I want it on Talon. Got nothing out of Garia. Okay. Scylla has been fully repaired. Scylla can likewise head to the Deathris system. And Werewolf is fully repaired. We'll also head to Deathris. They agreed to the deal. The carriers are back. They're going to that, so I guess we're going that direction first. Ah, there's the Colossus. Okay, change of plans. Everybody who's here, go to Lindula. It's slightly less. That's 250k with both of them there. Scylla and Werewolf need to go to Lindula. And the Palpatine will go to Lindula to bathe Lindula. Only has 16 population, 500. Maybe I don't need to wait. Well, that's 16 population I won't have to deal with. I could just jump there. Let's go here first. Oh man, I made Transport Fleet 124 cancel its orders. I wasn't paying attention. Go back to Talon. Citizens Alliance of Orkan is in a research agreement with the Resethian state. Habenti Unified Worlds is in a migration treaty with the Kessim Confederacy. We got dividends from the Fortress Legionnaires, minerals and food in addition to our energy credits. We should have enough to claim their last system. Why does the Doomsday have no orders? Get your butt in there. Looks like these will get in about the same time the other side does. Let's have a look at Lindula and see where the fleet is just... The fleet is going to Yamak Singularity. They may double back now that I'm in the system, or they may not.
Engaging enemy station.
Alright, we're going to take all of our fleets. Have they all jumped through? Yes. We're going to take all of our fleets and the Juggernaut and chase down these bastards in Yamak Singularity. The Palpatine is going to bathe Lindula 2. And Transport Fleet 75 is going to enter orbit of it. I had a change of plans. I decided I'm not going to use the Colossus on these two worlds that are relatively small. I can just invade them. I'm just going to use them on the two with the heavy defenses in Raztan. Because I don't want to take impact for 4 worlds unnecessarily in the diplomatic community. That would be about a 300 point deficit for using a Colossus weapon, whereas I could do half that and just get rid of 2 troublesome worlds. So about 160 or so points is how much it'll end up being. I can just invade this world and then invade this one. Now let's have a look at this world real quick. Only 16 pops I have to worry about. I can't see the features of the world yet, and there's only about a 500 garrison. I've got over a K in Navy. And as for the fleet combat stats, neither Werewolf nor Scylla lost a ship flipping this citadel. As a matter of fact, they didn't even get through our armor. They only did 6,000 to our armor before we took them out. A few missiles of theirs did get through, but it was mainly the autocannons and the plasma cannons that did damage. We sold another Farine.
Construction complete.
Doran Station has finished its habitation module, I believe, giving me access to another agriculture district.
Ships refitted.
Pegasus reinforcements are fully upgraded. And these are the reinforcements right next to Pegasus. So I should be able to combine these fleets and finally get rid of a reinforcement fleet. And this is kind of the way that the AI reinforces fleets. It does not use the fleet manager to do reinforcements for the most part. Okay, so Pegasus is back here at Safe Station. I do need one more rampaging cult. I had thought Pegasus was up with the others, so I had that being constructed at the Doomsday. I will cancel it at the Doomsday. Because I have 9 and 2 over in the other reinforcements, I believe. Yes. Now, I just need to find a way to get them out of the system they are trapped in, Ithilien. One possibility is to refit them with cloaking devices, cloak, and then move into, like, the Hisman Protectors territory. I don't have the option to open borders with them. They have no interest in opening borders with us, apparently. But if they ever do open borders, I could get to here. That should allow me... No, I still don't think I could jump to Siggy from there. I need open borders with someone else. If I could get open borders with an adjacent empire with a gateway... Yeah, the Star Realm of Shar does not like us anymore. Sovereignty of Tuxcali does not like us. Ad Norum Imperium declared us rivals. We rivaled them back. The Recruitum Imperium do not like us. And of course, the Interstellar Precarians declared us a rival. So yeah, we're kind of trapped over there till we get our gateway built. Unless we can get the custodian ship back, which I highly doubt at this point. Oh, you're running along. It's going to Delcor. It's going to run into those fleets. It can actually take those fleets. Alright, so all of my fleets, including the one in transit, need to redirect to Delcor. We'll keep chasing them down. $113 days to go that way. 29 days to go that way. What the hell? Okay, you guys continue to here first. It's only going to take you 33 days to get there, and then you'll be in the damn system. Same for you, the Juggernaut. You continue here first. So it was redirecting that way because it wanted to make use of gateways and hyper relays. It's like there's no hyper relay between these systems. What does it matter if you gateway over there when you're almost to Yamek Singularity already? Sometimes the pathing just drives me crazy.
Spaceport reports enemy contact. Spaceport lost to enemy action. Battle debris secured.
They fled. We've gotten 24 alloys out of the Garia system. Dragon Reinforcement Fleet has been fully upgraded. This is the one at Shaula. No, that's the one at Ithilien. Damn it. We lost 3 destroyers with Scylla, taking out the Awab mycelium carriers. Did not look like we took out a ship of theirs. So now all of my fleets need to push on to Ramsir. No, fool. You go here first. And the Juggernaut will continue to Ramsir. It's a little bit dangerous leaving my Colossus here in case they pop back up at Harazon. So I am going to move it over here, where it's closer to my fleets. My Constructor has shown up. I'm going to go ahead and put it in orbit of Siplum. Now, it would only cost me 104 to build an outpost there, but when I take this, it'll be much cheaper. Admiral Zuko has gained invaluable technical skills while supervising the repairs of Strikeforce Werewolf. The damage control teams under the Admiral's command are now capable of repairing ships in the field. Oh, and I did lose 3 ships for Scylla. What did I lose? I forgot to check. 2 electric eels and 1 moray. Now, I did have 3 more destroyers over here, I think. No, I only have 1 destroyer. Well, we can shift this 1 destroyer over to the Scylla reinforcements and change it into the moray. And have that go ahead and upgrade. So we need 2 electric eels. Well, the Doomsday is close by. We will churn out 2 electric eels at the Doomsday. The Latrepians flipped the Urantok station for us. We just now need Ramsir and Hrazdan. My fleets are on their way to Ramsir in case their fleets pop back up over there. And it looks like they might be in the vicinity of... Why am I getting unknown orders on my allies?
Battle debris secured.
We sold another Farine. Got 151 alloys in the Drisk system. There are 3 more debris here in the Drisk system, and then we will go to the Hegeroscant system. And then we will be done with the debris over in this vicinity. I've got 2 more in Garia and then 2 in Lathros, and I will be done over there. And 3 more in the Cowig system, and then I can finally send a science vessel over this way to get the debris we've popped up over here fighting the Fallen Empire.
Ships refitted.
Medusa reinforcements have been fully upgraded. Ah, these are the ones in Marik. It is now just missing 13 serpentine locks, which I have elsewhere. I also had built the extra venomous blade elsewhere, but I decided to go ahead and keep this one. And actually, I may just go ahead and start building the reinforcements here. I was trying to make use of a fleet that is otherwise going to be useless, but it'll be 5 to 6 years before those fleets can get out of where they are. So yeah, I think I will just build the 13 serpentine locks I need here. That's 13. And that should fill me up. Let's actually relocate the leftovers so that they don't get thrown into the leftovers. Oh, the leftovers are destroyers. We will relocate the leftovers to Caspadine. Let's change their home base to Caspadine, because that is not a shipyard. And get them out of the way right now. Hippogriff will be up to full strength when those are done. Let's see, what reinforcements did I have over here? Nine Colts and 2 destroyers for Pegasus. So 2 Pegasus and then 9 rampaging Colts. So Pegasus and Medusa. Medusa had the venomous blade over here. Also had reinforcements here. Scylla needs another electric eel and a moray. And Werewolf needs a... Oh, wait a minute. I had destroyers here. Go to Doomsday. We're building 2 electric eels. Alright, so I need 2 electric eels and a moray. And I have 3 destroyers in this leftovers fleet. I'm going to have to break them out of there to change their types. So let's transfer 1 ship to a new fleet. Alright, that is going to be the moray. I can get rid of these Pegasus and Medusa reinforcements. And these will be electric eels. So this is going to be Scylla reinforcements. We are going to send them to Polagar for upgrades. And Strike Force Werewolf is also Scylla reinforcements. And we will send them to Polagar for upgrades. I also had some cruisers for Werewolf, I think it was. Yeah, Dragon has 5 Wyverns, 8 Wormlings, and 8 frigates. And I had 1 cruiser there. So we will have the Doomsday churn out a Lycan. And as far as my Dragon reinforcements, 5 destroyers, 8 corvettes, and 8 worms. There we go.
Construction complete.
The Kappa privateers paid dividends. They gave us a little bit of research in addition to the energy credits. Camelot Station has begun converting its anchorages to habitation modules to give it more room for construction. I will go ahead, since they take a year, and start on the next one. We sold another Farine. Now, one thing is, because of the population count this late in the game, this is extremely laggy for me. If I go to sell slaves, you see how slowly this thing is scrolling with the mouse when I'm going through here looking for slaves to sell. It is just, the lag on selling slaves at this point is just unbearable, just because of the sheer amount of species I have and the numbers. It's not as bad on... The species tab still scrolls smoothly. There's just a little bit of lag when I switch from showing Empire species to Galaxy species. There will be a few second delay while it swaps over. But there's something about the way that the Cell Slaves tab is coded that it is abysmal with the lag once you get so many species and population. I'm hoping as I purge a lot of these species, it'll clear up.
New species variant available.
Sold another Farine. I adjusted the Similan species. I was going through my worlds and noticed that my habitability on habitats would only be 90% after I get this next habitability increase through tech. I'd have 100% on the continental worlds, but only 90% on habitats. So I reworked the Similans. I gave them slow learners to get an extra point and replaced nomadic with a habitability increase. Adaptive. So that they get the 10% they need. I was unable to adjust the Philodolans, but it doesn't matter for them because they're mainly providing amenities and trait value. Now they do provide a little bit of unity from being entertainers, but I don't mind if that's down like 5%. There's only going to be a handful of entertainers on worlds that don't have 100% habitability, which are habitats. There will be, 4 entertainers at most. So I can get rid of my old one that had nomadic. And I've already adjusted all of my clone vats to be churning out the new one.
Battle debris secured.
And I'm currently in the process of terraforming the last world I had to terraform, which is this little size 14 up here. All of the other worlds that need to be terraformed are in the process of terraforming. I have a lot of terraforming projects going on right now, and they will take several years. I think the quickest one will be done in just under 4 years from now. It'll be done right about 2443. We got another 3,000 alloys in the Cowig system. There's one more left to survey here, I believe. No, 3 more still. It looks like they are pushing on into the Hraztan system with wounded ships, but at least they will soften up the sheer amount of defense platforms these things have. Well, that one only actually they only have 4 defense platforms left, but at least they will suffer the brunt of the defense platforms, enabling me to sweep the system later.
All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
Maestro's starbase has finished upgrading. That is my Earth 2 station. It's in the middle of an arcology project. Let's go ahead and give it the building to boost. I believe it is. Yeah, it's a factory world. We'll boost consumer goods with the orbital logistics system. And then we'll probably add another anchorage for now. Eventually, all my ecumenopoli will have habitation modules when I need them. Now we will suffer some damage here. These things do 5 to 10, where my units do 3 to 6. Or 2.5 to 5 for the few slave armies I still have that are not. And these are humans that are in there first. My human assault army. These are the mercenaries. So they will suffer some damage, but they are mercenaries. That's their job. Scylla has entered in here. They have no defense platform, so hopefully this will go fairly well between Scylla and Werewolf, even though they're both already wounded.
Ships refitted.
Scylla reinforcements have been fully upgraded. These are the ones here in Kel Nudar that I'm just going to bundle right back into First Star Order. And I think I will bundle in the Dragon reinforcements as well. So I've just got to wait for werewolf reinforcements to be done there, and I can get rid of them. Since I decided, rather than waiting 5 years for my fleets to be reinforced, we'll just keep these on the back burner in case I need them, but it gives me a fleet here of upgraded ships. I do need to do something with those cruisers. Let's change those cruisers into Lycan. And tell them to upgrade as well. Sovereignty of Tuxcali declared its
Ships
arrival.
refitted.
In the Nugan system, we have decloaked a couple of vessels. These werewolf reinforcements have been upgraded, so I can bundle them in as well. I lost another 6 destroyers with Scylla taking this station. Now we are going to stop here for repairs. So I am down 6 eels and 4 morays. I have an eel being turned out here. And back over here, I have 2 groups of Scylla reinforcements. So I will be down 3 eels and 3 morays. So I lost 3 of each there. And I will just have the Doomsday churn them out. Now there's no need for these fleets to push on there. I can have them go take over Hraston along with the Doomsday. Strike Force Sphinx can also redirect there. And so can 4th Battle Group. As well as Chimera. And I will wait until I engage before I redirect the Palpatine into Hraston. Their autocannons are still fairly effective against the shields, but the plasma cannons suffered a little bit of reduction, which cut down on... Still, the autocannons tore down the armor faster than the plasma cannons, even with the plasma cannons being 200% efficient. And of course, everything was equally efficient against Hull. And overall, I've got a pretty good balance. My Devastator torpedoes made up for the autocannons for tearing down the armor, so that the armor was almost completely gone by the time the autocannons got through the shields. And of course, my torpedoes did the most damage to the hull. But that is the exact point of Werewolf, is to take on stations. Stations and large craft like Titans.
Ships refitted.
Hunting down juggernauts. Alright, these dragon reinforcements are done. Which leaves me with the reinforcements that need to be churned out here before Dragon is full again. Where is Strike Force Manticore? Is that one that just churned out? Yes. Alright, that one can go to follow Scylla. Ad Norm Imperium is in a commercial pact
Battle
with the
debris
sovereignty
secured.
of Tuxcali. We got 164 alloys in the Garia system. There's still one more debris there. Looks like my allies have already withdrawn from the Raztan system. We popped a few more that were in the Lindula system. They keep trying to come over into Lindula and get decloaked. Sold another Farine.
Ships refitted.
Star Realm of Shar built another gateway. These Scylla reinforcements have completed, so we will send them to follow Scylla. Sovereignty of Tuxcali is in a research agreement with the Adnorum Imperium.
Engaging enemy station. Battle debris secured.
Lindula is about to fall, and then we will move over to Ramsir. We got 202 alloys in the Drisk system. Still 2 more debris there. Their escorts have popped back up here. Zarklin's Pilgrims have engaged them. Strike Force Centaur and the Doomsday are close behind. And the Kappa Privateers will be coming next. So all of these are rented fleets, except for Zarklin's Pilgrims, which are just a bonus fleet I get every 10 years. With the exception of my Juggernaut, which should handle very well with other people in here. I believe we are going to do some damage here. And of course, Kappa Privateers is a fairly large fleet, and there are more incoming. 4th Battle Group, Strike Force Sphinx, 2 other disposable fleets, along with Chimera, which is one of my stronger fleets, should push in here from the other side shortly. And I believe these reinforcements have made it. These Scylla reinforcements will be there in about 3 months. And of course, any that the Doomsday churns out are probably going to immediately enter the combat, unfortunately. Now that all of these fleets are about to engage, I'm going to go ahead and have the Palpatine move in to bathe the core. The Palpatine is tough. It has 30,000 hull, 7,000 armor, and almost 7,000 shields. It can stand to get shot at a little, plus there will be plenty of other targets tearing things down. I found some Furbanites in my empire that were not my species, so I'm converting them over. I have thought about waiting until I had the devolving beam so I could keep some of the Ganlarev remnant in a zoo somewhere, but I will probably have some of their species left after this is over that I can do that with on another world. I might also end up doing that to the human cyborgs, just as a lesson to future generations what cybernetics does to your brain.
New species variant available.
So we have taken over Lindula. We can't really do anything with it while we're just occupying it. We can change the Fex Klenga. How many do we have in our empire? That's 8. I don't even see the Fex Klenga on here. That must be the only 8 we have. So we would change their rights. Not Furbanite. I'm trying to change the Vex Klinga. Apparently I don't have the option to change them just yet. There's Ganlariv. There's Vex Klinga. Alright, the Ganlariv will be indentured servitude. And the Vex Klinga, they actually are charismatic. Let's change them to domestic servants, because some of them will be unemployed otherwise. Actually, we should probably change the Ganlariv to domestic servants as well. Now let's have a look at Lindula and see if that's changed. No, it's still technically just occupied and not under our control, so they're still operating as normal. And we will send the transport fleet up here to land on Ramsir Prime. Doomsday is absorbing a lot of damage without dishing any out yet. Centaur, the same. They have absorbed some damage and haven't dished any out yet. But the Pilgrims have actually been doing some direct hull damage. I think primarily to the station here. Kappa Privateers should be joining them shortly. As should the remainder of my forces.
Ships refitted.
Scylla reinforcement has been fully upgraded. That's the other one at Polagar, so we will send them to follow Scylla. Ah, here comes the Kappa Privateers. That should make a difference in the fight. Well, it's showing that they got their shields damaged already. I guess there's
Battle
another
debris
fleet
secured.
timed up with this. We got another 158 alloys in the Cowig system. That should leave one in the Cowig system. Let's select it this way. Yeah, Kappa Privateers is showing that they've already taken shield and hull damage. They just showed up in the system. How are they already taking that much damage? They aren't. This is a carryover from a combat with someone else. There's been a marked increase in smuggler activity on Nauvalis recently. A number of gray ports, unauthorized spaceports where smugglers and other criminal elements convene, are believed to exist on the planet's surface. The local authorities are working to track down these illegal ports, but until they succeed, trade on the planet will suffer. So it's just a minus 20 trade value. If I look at Nauvalis, it has 0 crime. So eventually, this is because we have criminals and a criminal underworld present. Eventually, these events will stop popping up when I am able to completely obliterate the crime for a sufficient period. Strike Force Werewolf has been fully repaired. They're going to wait where they are for reinforcements in case the Ganlariv Remnant pop up there. Oh, we got an escort. Got another escort.
Construction complete.
Federation League has completed construction of a gateway. Senagawa Starbase, Destiny Station, should have, yes, another habitation module completed. Starbase still has 2 outposts. We got a battle cruiser. Got another battle cruiser. Got another one. They've got 1 battle cruiser left. If we can get it before it flees. It fled. Strike Force Scylla is now fully repaired. Let's actually go to them. I believe some of their reinforcements have gotten there. Not quite yet. Okay. Back to the battle. The Citadel has lost all of its outposts, and we are also working on their transport fleet.
Ships refitted.
Okay, all of my fleets need to go here for repairs and wait in this system. I will have the Juggernaut also... Actually, the Juggernaut repairs itself anywhere. I'm going to have the Juggernaut stay in orbit of the star, so any reinforcements it churns out, I can direct where they need to be. And we are 22 days away from beginning to set up for the core. It still takes 4 months to execute. There's Kappa Privateer reinforcements. First Star Order has been fully upgraded. Federation League completed construction of a strategic coordination center. We blew up all but one battlecruiser in the mycelium carriers and took out the entire transport fleet, but 12 of them were done in this battle. We lost frigates, corvettes, and destroyers with Kappa privateers. Strike Force Chimera lost a destroyer and 10 corvettes. And Zarklin's Pilgrims lost 3 of their escorts. Strike Force Centaur also lost some corvettes. So Chimera is the only one I'm going to need to replace. That's a destroyer and 10 corvettes. Do I still have a leftover fleet? I got rid of it. Okay, a destroyer and 10 corvettes for Chimera. Chimera's base is Ayton Station. And Chimera has wormlings and a Pegasus. So we need the Pegasus and 10 wormlings. And they will be awaiting Chimera when they get back. 4th Battle Group flipped Delcor Station, it says, and only took a little bit of damage to armor. They were the last ones to the party. Actually, I don't see them as having any damage. Actually, 4th Battle Group, I can select them from here easier. 4th Battle Group is going to Lindula. That way we cover all 3 stations should their fleets pop back up. We have 4th Battle Group to handle them over here. We have Scylla and Werewolf over here, and then we have the majority of our fleets in their home system where they are most likely to appear. Strike Force Manticore is a moray. This is actually going to end up being Scylla reinforcements. What else do we have here? Strike Force Sphinx is healthy, for the most part. They're missing a handful, or got some damage on some corvettes. I'm not worried about them. I'm going to have them pop over here to take Valanus. before returning back here for repairs. Or I could send the Doomsday to handle that. Yes. Let's send the Doomsday to handle that and actually have Strike Force Sphinx go ahead and repair. The gateway for in the Aten system is now in place. This constructor is really no longer necessary. I think 5 constructors is enough considering the influence I need to build most things. And it will take 5 years from now before we have the gateway here in the Aten system that will reconnect it with the rest of our empire. That does remind me though, I need to go to trade. I did not mean to click on the damn gateway. Talon needs to go directly to Deneb. Aten, once the gateway is up, I will worry about it. Ishnor, it's only got 18 trade value. I'm not that worried about it. I'd rather not have piracy going around. I do have a gateway there, but I would rather not have piracy building up here. I think I will end up building a gateway there eventually. And I also need a gateway in Fir Mathraz and Rakaron, I believe. Let's see, any other systems that need to be attached? Not currently, but I will need these attached. I can have, actually I'll probably end up downgrading quite a few of these. I'll keep Krazitan, and I'll probably build a gateway there. But I will probably drop Lindula and Ramsir. And of course, until I get this gateway built, that one will be disconnected. But otherwise, Euchromia. Euchromia needs to go to Wallius. Wallius is going straight to Deneb. That one can go straight to Deneb because of the gateway. I have that one going to Caspadine, but it can actually go straight to Deneb now. Tenab, that one goes to Tenab. Caspadine can go straight to Deneb. Elithium goes to Caspadine. Dotari goes to Elithium. Safe can go straight to Deneb. Ofang can go to Safe. Kuldax could go to Ofang. Oh, it's already there. Niamba can go to Kuldax. Rastaban. Oh, let's reverse them the other way. Rastaban will go to Larkin Singularity. Niamba will go to Rastaban. Larkin Singularity will go to Shaula. And Shaula will go straight to Deneb. And that should fix up a lot of my routes where I'm no longer having piracy. Now, Ishnor is not connected to any yet. I will need a gateway nearby. I have that gateway in the Ramstan system that I built before I conquered this territory. This is why I'd like to disassemble gateways. I wouldn't mind disassembling that one and moving it to Ishnor. And I need to build one in Rakaron and Fir Mathraz unless I could build a station there in Epsilon Iridani. And I'd like to remove one of these two gateways. They're kind of superfluous being right next to each other. I will probably like to disassemble the one in Bergaffa eventually. Though I don't know, I may keep it. That'll become part of Jotunheim. Maybe I just use the Bergaffa gateway for this entire area.
Ships refitted.
Hippogriff reinforcements have been fully upgraded. They can merge with Hippogriff. Now Hippogriff is back to full strength and at its position in Poligar.
Battle debris secured.
We completed an orbital ring in the Magam system. That is the one around Bid-Shukon. I will go ahead and begin construction of the first habitation module. And I can now relocate this ship somewhere else. I need more refineries. Both volatile motes and exotic gases are extremely low. So I do need to go back to building refineries here. Right now, let's send them to the gas giant. Now that is crystal. That's motes. That's gases. This one will probably also be gases. This one will probably also be crystal. And I guess this one will also be motes. Or I could switch Rhea to be motes, since I have a higher shortage of it than I do crystals. This is producing 17 crystals. I can take the hit. And then both of these will end up being crystals, while that one is gases. So yeah, let's just shift this over to chemical plants. Or what I could do is, rather than specializing these like this, since I can get 3, this provides one of each anyway. I could shift one of each of these over to the different types. So this could become motes, and this could become gases, and still crystal. Of course, that means my other 2 bases would end up needing to lose 2 of their plants, which would have to wait until I had 2 more up that I could get them at. But yeah, that way I don't need to build them in 3s. I can just build them wherever I need them, since the ancient refinery is boosting all of them. I could just swap them around. Yeah. So we have chemical plants, synthetic crystal plants, and the other one is exotic gas refineries. And I could go ahead and swap one of each of these around and make this one a chemical plant. And this one an exotic gas refinery. Okay, this lichen was churned out for werewolf. Now we finished a debris in Garia that apparently gave us nothing. That was the last debris in Garia. We've got 2 in the Lathros system, 2 in the Drisk system, and 2 in the Cowig system before those are freed up to come down here and get this debris.
Fleet action underway.
Oh, I also have the Heroscan system.
Fleet lost.
What? What fleet was lost? We got energy credits along with engineering and physics research from the Delta Corsairs. We had finished a debris in the Drisk system, which gave us nothing. Oh, apparently one of the destroyers I churned out got destroyed. As soon as it came out, it got blown up. That's a pity. I'm not sure which of those reinforcements it was. I can't look at the construction queue while he is in combat. One disadvantage to sending your Juggernaut into battle while it's building reinforcements. Another thing I forgot was that the Fallen Empires have a huge amount of bonuses to armor and shield hit points, as well as ship fire rate and damage output. So this wasn't a simple outpost. This was actually stronger than my Juggernaut that I sent, so I decided to have all my mercenaries and spare fleets just jump in here to assist so that my Juggernaut doesn't flee from combat. But I was able to figure out what the ship was that was blown up because it still had an empty fleet here for it. It was a Moray, and I decided just to use the queue to reinforce it so that it won't travel through space. We're doing a good job of holding our own
Battle debris
here.
secured.
4,200 alloys in the Cowig system. One left in the Cowig system. Alright, all of my other fleets have jumped in. Make sure they're all engaged. My armor is just about stripped on the Juggernaut. We've just about got the outpost flipped.
Ground forces are dropping on target.
We flipped the outpost without destroying all of the defense platforms, it appears. Yeah, we still have 2 Devastators. They are heavy on kinetic artillery and Gauss. These are ones bigger than any I can build. So no, I won't be replacing them. They count as 2 each. So they've got more defense platforms than I can actually support here. Kappa Privateers lost some ships. Strike Force Sphinx lost a few, but that was it. So now all of these ships can return here. But the Doomsday will head to the star itself. So the Doomsday held up pretty well. It had almost lost its armor by the time the other fleet showed up, but it had been doing pretty good damage. It had completely stripped the shields on the outpost and was focused on the outpost, which I liked. Citizens Alliance of Orkenfung built another gateway. In here, do I have any tiny fleets? Strike Force Kraken is another Moray. That's what I was looking for. More Scylla reinforcements. So we will have them follow Scylla. And it looks like another reinforcement has gotten here for Scylla. And another one is about 4 days out.
Fleet action underway.
Let's see if I'm in range. Yes. So Scylla has 1 destroyer that will come straight here. I'm still missing a Moray and 3 electric eels, which I believe are out here. There's the other Moray. And where are the 3 electric eels? Are they still under construction with the Doomsday? Yes, they are. I have a fleet action underway. Is it this poor little constructor ship that ran afoul of Strike Force Chimera? It fled. Now, there's still one of their battle cruisers out there somewhere. Zarklin's Pilgrims are repaired. Let's go ahead and send them... no, we'll leave them here for now until this war is over. Actually, there's a debris that popped up over here, so maybe we destroyed it. Alright, let me make sure Chimera has returned to orbit the station. Are you guys bombarding the planet that I'm about to obliterate? No, you're bombarding Boundary. Alright, let's deselect this and move that over so if there's a pop-up, I don't miss the animation. Strike Force Chimera has been fully repaired.
Battle debris secured.
Looks like it will be next episode. A lot of pop-ups. It appears a mischievous third party was able to hack into the translation software of our envoys for the United Latrepian domains, Zai Ching, so that her magnanimous platitudes instead became vicious insults that left no one unscathed, not least their overlord, who was declared to be a vile beast. Although the malfunction was swiftly uncovered, the Latrepians were not amused at the incident and have lodged an official complaint at the inappropriate behavior of our envoy. They've got no sense of humor. Minus 75 opinion. And we lost 10 in intel. We're going to renew our contract with the curators. Our logistical support contract is expiring, so we need to renew that with the... Actually, since... Yeah, it's a deal. We get them to end their contract with the others when we get the fleet capacity. I'm not that worried about it, honestly. We got the final debris in Derisk. It provided nothing. We can activate the head of Zarklan. You called, and we are here. May the enemies of Zarklan be ugly children. May they choke on their nutrients. May their clothing... Okay, we've seen this one before. Zarklan wills it. Zarklan's Pilgrims gave us 3 battleships and 9 escorts this time. So we are going to send it to Hrazatan, set the home base for Talon. We may end up setting the home base for Hrazatan, honestly. Where are the other Zarklan's Pilgrims? Is it this one? And have them merge. So we will have 6 battlecruisers and 12 zealots. That does remind me, though. That was the wrong Zarklan's Pilgrims. Let's cut down on the zealots, since I can't construct them. We also have some more maintenance to do with our various mercenary companies. Fortress Legionnaires. We're inclined to share our technology with you. Let's see, if we get you to yeah, that cost influence to get them to recall. A lot of influence. We'll probably get them back when we get the Latrepians. I'll let the Latrepians keep them from now. We'd like to help you field a bigger fleet. And we'd like to share our technology with you. And we would like to extend our contract. And for this one, we would like to help you field a bigger fleet. We would like to share our technology. And we wish to extend our contract. And there is another mercenary company we have picked up, the Delta Corsairs. Citizens Confederation of Gavazul has that. We want to help you field a bigger fleet. And we'd like to share our technology with you. Now, to get them to recall the fleet, I need at least an 80 trust, so it's going to be a little while longer before that builds up. And then eventually I will have 4 mercenary companies working with me. And mercenary companies cost less naval capacity for the fleets, the ships they provide. So when we get them all up to par with our ships, they cost more energy credits, and right now I am having a little bit of difficulty with energy credits, but previously I had a huge amount of energy credits, and I will get back to that as I replace certain slaves. For example, let's go to a planet that produces energy. This one. If we look at Destiny, the new Volpolans that I have here provide 35.2 energy credits. My old oxen litters provided 34.2. So these guys are providing an extra energy credit apiece. That'll be like 34 extra energy credits when it's all Volpolans here. And it's a significant boost over some of these temporary slaves that are filling the place. But yes, they will be much more, better than my previous slaves, even going back to some like the miners. 19.5 with the Ichner Vol, these are 20.1. It's a smaller increase, only 0.6 difference between these because it doesn't have all the bonuses that the other planet does. And it also, there's a lower amount produced of minerals compared to food or energy credits. If we look at the difference here, it's 23.9 versus 25.3. And these Miravandia are my previous ones. So you see there's a huge jump in my food as I replace with the new slaves. But it has been another 5 years. So thank you all for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time.